That's a cute mug.
Thanks.
Where'd you get it?
Introvert eye roll. You
I
should
think
come
it's
out
from
with
Target.
introvert
It says
merch.
insert eye roll here.
Oh. Well, I like introvert eye roll.
That is cute. That's a good idea.
I think there should be. I like that. You should have introvert merch.
Yeah, I would like to.
You
That
definitely
would be
should.
really cute.
You should make that like a goal for the last quarter of the year.
That's a good
I
idea.
feel like you can make that happen.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like the money that you make on that stuff is not good,
know.
you know? But it would be fun for everybody to have like little introvert crew necks or something.
Yeah.
I feel like
That
it
really
grows your
sucks.
brand. It's more for brand versus like money making.
Because then you have
Yeah.
to charge people so much is the thing. Like when it's costing you $30 to make a crew neck, then you're like, okay, I probably have to sell it for like 75 to 100.
Yeah.
Because then there's the cost of like making it and everything.
Yeah, and I would rather get like good quality stuff and like just sell less if people don't want to spend, like I don't want shitty quality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Mayfair stuff is so good. I feel like finding their manufacturer would be nice.
I don't love the Mayfair stuff.
Oh yeah, you
At
like
least
the
sweat
toast
that
one better.
we got. Yeah.
You know what's funny though? My friend got the gray version of this Mayfair, and she said it's like so much thinner than mine.
Really?
I don't know if they
Yeah, it might have
intentionally
just
did like
been.
a gray, like gray was like not as thick, and pink was like the thick one. But she's like, I love this one so much more.
Wait, what the heck? Is it like the old version or like a newer version of it?
I have no idea. I don't follow like Mayfair that closely to know.
That's crazy. I like
Yeah.
the thickness of it.
I do
In
too.
the
I just hate how big the crew neck, the crew neck is.
Well, didn't
It's
you
so
size
big.
up too?
Yeah,
It's
but
so
usually
cozy.
when I buy a big sized sweatshirt, it's not that big, you know? Like
This
they
is
just
like
run
pretty
really
giant,
big.
like especially
Yeah.
long ways.
Yeah.
It's like very long, but I kind of love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
don't know.
become my new favorite.
It's not terrible or anything. It's just not my favorite.
What
Yeah.
is your favorite?
You like
My
the toast
favorite?
one?
I really like how the toast merch is. I like a thinner. I don't know how to explain it because I have this crew neck from Brandy Melville and it's it's a weird fabric, but I love it. It fits really nicely.
Is it kind of
know.
like terry cloth inside almost?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly what type of.
I don't
I
like
have
that.
2 or 3 of those.
I want it to be
That's what I
soft on the inside.
I think they hold up better in the long run though.
Probably.
And they're like more flexible, kind of.
Yeah.
Like they move more.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's also living in Arizona. Like you just don't need like a super thick set.
Yeah. That's true.
Anyways, welcome back to another episode of So Glad We're Friends. I'm Maggie.
I'm Devin.
And Brittany.
Do we want to catch up on anything? I feel like nothing's really going on in my life.
I put on this denim button up and I feel like Chessie from Parent Trap. Like I can't
do
wear a
look like
denim
Chessie.
button up without feeling like Chessie from the Parent Trap.
Have you
love
ever
her.
had red hair?
No.
I feel like you could maybe pull it off.
I talked to you about this at the pool and you're like, I don't know. Like you made me feel like it was a bad idea.
Did I really?
Yeah.
I do not have any recollection.
You're like, I don't know if your skin tone would.
Okay, I guess I was thinking, maybe I was thinking of like a really bright red, but I was just thinking like JC's like fall
Cowboy
copper,
Yeah.
like deep. That's what
Yeah. I was
maybe I was thinking of a different red because I don't think
Yeah.
every red would be good for you.
That's so funny.
No.
I do agree with that, with myself on that, but
But I do want to try like a reddish tint.
yeah,
That would be cool.
I mean, I'm trying to be Daisy Jones, so obviously I would like to
Yeah.
have some red hair.
I loved that Under the Bridge show. Me and
Good.
Joe both watched it and loved it.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it was so good.
I don't really like how they ended it. It kind of felt abrupt to me, but
Yeah.
Is there another
Well, that
season
was
or
the
it's
story.
a one-off?
no, it's like one. I mean, I don't know how they would continue this story.
I don't think
have
they
to,
would
like,
do
move it
another
up.
season.
But it's like
Especially-
what is it? A limited series thing?
Yeah. The author passed away, so
Oh, that's sad.
yeah. The ending was like fucking depressing. But that's how life is. I mean, because at the end they did on the screen text where everybody is today and stuff. And it's just like sad.
That is sad. That's my favorite part of like true life things
Yeah.
is seeing like where they are now at the end of the movie or show. I
Yeah.
love that.
I got the face treatment done again, the Pro Cell that I really like. And my face freaked the fuck out.
Oh no.
With like the like repair stuff she put on afterwards. Because like my skin is so like obviously like you're basically like exposing like layers of the skin, and whatever was in the like oil or like repair stuff was like my skin like hated it, and I woke up the next day with just like a million little like it was like it's like an allergic reaction versus a breakout, but it looks like a breakout,
Like a rash.
it looks like a
type of
bunch
thing?
of little whiteheads,
Oh,
like a
wow.
million whiteheads all over my cheeks and then all over my mouth and on
Was
my
it
chin.
your like pores purging or something?
Yeah, basically. Like they were like, this is disgusting. We don't want this here.
Did
And
that
then, like,
happen last time you got it done, or did they do something different?
a little bit. We used a different like thing during the procedure. Like she puts the stuff on and then like puts it into my skin, and my skin just like did not like that. The last time we did like a stem cell thing, and this time we did like something called exosomes, and yeah, my skin was
Science.
just like so unhappy with it, and I like have not dealt with like a breakout like that in so long, and I was like, holy fuck. And the whole reason why like I have all these scars in the first place is because of acne, and so I was like, oh my god, I'm like it's gonna ruin like everything that I've been working for. And so
Did you do Accutane?
no.
You just started doing like face treatments and that helped your acne stop?
Yeah, and I switched different topicals. I tried different topicals out.
See, topicals don't really work.
But
for me.
this is one of my hills. I don't think pimple patches are like the answer to helping your acne. They're like kind of
no, it
trash,
doesn't.
honestly.
I mean,
because
you put them on once you already have the pimple. So like, how is that?
no,
it's
not even that though.
preventing.
People put them on way too early, and it's like ruining like your skin barrier. Because like what I did to clear this up as like quickly as I did, I think it's been like 4 days or 5 days, is like just topical treatment. So I did like a sulfur one, a benzoyl peroxide, salicylic acid, and then just kept it really moisturized. And then my skin like figured it out. Like I didn't pop anything. Versus like the pimple patches are essentially like popping your pimples. And I don't think that's very
gunk
good.
out.
I feel like that's for like in an emergency almost, like when you have something to do and like you already have the whitehead.
Yeah.
And you have like one zit.
Depending on like
needs to
how
be
big it
gone.
is. But I think people just use them like they like anytime they have any sort of blemish on their face, they're putting a pimple patch on. And I'm like, you should use a bunch of other things before you get to that step.
But I also know like high schoolers now do it as like fashion statements. Like they use like the stars or like the cuter
stars don't
shapes
do
to like
anything.
cover your acne almost like going to school.
Well, that's what I'm saying is I think it's become such a trend to like, oh, just put a pimple patch on and like everything will be fine. I'm like, I don't think, I think they're making things worse. For most
I need the invisible ones because I'm the type of person that's always like, is that zit still here? Like every 10 minutes, I'm like, is the zit still there? Like I keep touching it. And so having a patch on it keeps my hands from
That's very true. I
dirty
do
and-
always
that
touch
definitely
my
makes
face.
it worse too.
That's so true.
I don't know. I'm like, but I never was able to really like, I mean, maybe I did pop some of my pimples. Obviously, like something happened where I have all the scarring, but now I'm like deathly afraid to pop anything because I'm like, it's just going to show up as a scar.
That's good.
But anyways, we took before and after pictures though of one treatment.
That's cool.
And this side of my face is such a drastic difference, and I'm just like so excited that it's working and my face is becoming smoother, and it's just like
That's so cool.
yeah.
What treatment did you get, Jeff?
I got a VI peel.
And that just like your
peel.
skin just looks good after?
My face will peel. So right now it's like
Oh, so
really
it
dry
hasn't
and kind of
peeled yet?
starting to flaky.
Oh.
It's kind of starting to peel, but I want to get rid of all my like hyperpigmentation and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what we're targeting, especially my mustache. So
Is-
we'll see.
Was this one less intense than the last one?
The last one I did was for acne.
Oh,
So they have different
okay.
formulas or something. But
Yeah.
it so far feels the same.
Oh, that's cool.
Like the
So you can
timeline
wear
feels
like
the
makeup
same?
and stuff. What in the in between?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
But then like
Usually,
once
like
you're
my makeup looks so good when my face is this dried out. Like it stays on my face
Really?
all day long exactly like this. Like
That's
I never feel
interesting.
more confident than like right after I get a peel before it all starts
because your
peeling
skin
off.
is so tight, right? As well.
I guess, yeah.
I feel like my makeup, like when my face is dry whatsoever, it looks way worse.
No, mine does too.
I
I
mean,
need
if you
to be,
look
like,
up close,
moisturize.
you can see the like flakiness. But
I was like, what are you doing?
I mean, it looks great from far away, but just do not get close.
yeah.
That's so funny. My nose is peeling literally just from blowing my nose so frequently, like on the
Oh my
sides.
God.
It's
Are you
fully
still
peeling.
recovering?
Yeah, like this is so annoying. It's been like 2 weeks now,
I
and I
know, I was
still
gonna
am just
say, like-
coughing and sneezing.
Ugh.
Do you think anything it has to do with like allergies or anything?
No, because I've been trying to take allergy medicine, and it's like definitely separate.
not helping.
And then Cameron caught it from me like last weekend, and
Have you been doing Dayquil?
no, I've been taking no
Dude,
medicine.
Dayquil? Like I for the longest time I was trying to do like holistic, like natural healing. And Joe's like, take fucking Dayquil. Stop being annoying. And I like took
Dude,
Dayquil. I'm
yeah.
like, wow, the world is like clear and I don't feel like shit.
I don't think Dayquil does anything for me.
Dayquil helps
Really?
me a lot. Like it does. It is like a game changer to just take medicine. But for some reason, I'm like the opposite now, where people are like, "Don't take medicine. Like let your body feel it." I don't know why,
That's so
but like so I haven't
stupid.
taken medicine all this time. But usually, I normally definitely would. I just haven't had
I
Dayquil.
was like that. But that shit takes so much longer to work. And I'm like, I don't have time.
Yeah, like
don't
I
have
just
time
gotta
to
move
do
on. Like I can't just be sick every day.
it. I just like
Crazy.
can't believe I resisted taking like Dayquil for so long though. Because I probably would have been a lot happier like every single
know.
winter when I would like get sick or something.
I should have gotten it last week. I don't know.
They
I
have like
didn't.
that extra strength stuff too. There's like different levels of Dayquil now.
Oh,
So I think when I went
kinda
to
funny.
when I went to Aspen in like December, I felt like something was coming on and I literally went to the store, like the drugstore, and I got like 30 bottles of some like everything.
Have you ever
case.
tried Sudafed? Because I hear that's actually what you need.
I
Yeah.
have, but I think don't you have to get that over the counter?
Yeah.
I remember, okay, I do remember though taking Sudafed in 5th grade when I had like a bad strep throat or something, and I was just like popping them and like definitely taking too much and feeling like loopy and just like what's going on,
You're like I'm
Did not work.
drunk.
how strong they were.
That's so funny. Yeah, I probably should just take medicine and get it over with.
Yeah. Because don't you have to do something like next week?
Yeah, a wedding.
Yeah. I think you should take medicine and get better and feel good.
I should. And I was like supposed to hang out with my friend last weekend and her baby, but like I can't be around a newborn baby when I'm just sneezing and coughing. But I was like, I feel pretty much better, but obviously not good enough.
Yeah.
So hopefully by next weekend. I'll be
You saw
fully
her
good.
baby right when she was born, right?
Yeah. I was like one of the very first people to meet him because I had to take the dogs back. So I was like,
That's so cute.
yeah, it was super cute. One of my friends though just dyed her hair red, like box dyed it red, and she hated it. She was like, "This is terrible."
Was it like red
What,
or
like,
like
do you
orange?
Yeah.
She tried to do it like red, and it definitely came out orange. And then she was like gonna do another layer, and then she was like, "No, I should just get it out and go back to blonde." But I think that's the lesson on not doing box dye.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my god. My sister has tried box dye so many times. And we went to the same hair guy in Ann Arbor, And he was like, you need to tell your sister to stop. Like, this is getting out of hand. Like, because he would have to, like, help her, like, every few months.
Yeah, it's like color correction every time, man.
I know. It's just so expensive and stupid.
It seems fun. Like, I've always wanted to box dye my hair because, like, it would
Yeah.
just be fun to do at home and, like, a little fun sleepover thing. But it pretty much only works, I feel like, if you're doing, like, black.
It's bad for your hair too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like hairdressers are like, don't put this in your hair. Don't do this.
For sure.
Please don't do this.
Yeah, I know. Because they know that you'll have to come back to them.
I also
That's
just think
funny.
it's like stripping your hair, like it's damaging it by putting those chemicals on it.
Yeah, but I don't really understand the difference between, like what are the different chemicals in the professional kind versus the box. I'm sure just cheaper, obviously.
I think the professionals just know how to do it correctly too.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Well, a lot of them now put, like, the different treatment things that are, like, you can only get them if
Like
you're,
a
like,
conditioning.
salon thing.
Yeah.
They put that, like, in the dye itself.
Yeah.
What is the thing what is, like, the new thing?
K18.
It's not really that new. No, it's, like, an Olaplex thing that they can put in the hair dye.
I don't understand though, because like at first everyone was like, do Olaplex treatments. Olaplex is so good. And then now people are like, Olaplex is horrible. It makes your hair fall out. And are now doing the like K18 treatment. So I don't understand.
I think that was one person whose hair fell out, and then because like people have commented on my thing saying you can't use Olaplex every day because of all the
Yeah.
protein, and then Olaplex replies to them and is like, that's actually not true. You can use it every day. And like
They replied to the comment. That's so funny.
That's
and like
kinda
I don't wash my hair every day, so I'm not really concerned about it. But
No.
Yeah. I don't
I
use
like
it
have
every
not
day.
figured out how to use the fucking K18 like oil, and it's driving me nuts every time.
The
I use
oil
it,
or the wash thing?
the
bonder?
oil,
Oh, I
the
don't
like
like the
oil
oil.
bonder. I don't know, like, but I haven't
I
been
don't know
able to
what that
figure out how to
is.
use it because every time I do, it makes my hair so greasy. And I don't even know. I think I actually tried doing the like leave-in mask thing too. And I think my
Yeah.
hair also is like greasy. Like, you know, when you dry it and it like feels wet still, it like looks wet.
Were
'Cause it's
you
so
doing too
greasy.
much maybe? Because of that one, you're only supposed to do one pump.
I could.
Which
I
is,
tried
like, it feels too
6
little
different
of a amount.
times because I only wash
That's a
my hair
lot.
like once a week or like max 2 times a week. So when I do it, I'm like, okay, it needs to be look good for a long period of time. So I just got really
Yeah.
fed up with it because I was like, I'm
Yeah, you don't have to
wasting. I'm
rewash
doing
it.
like all this time. I'm like doing this whole like elaborate because I would do like my hair oiling and like like, you know, leave-in treatment, whatever. I don't
Yeah.
know. But
I'm horrible at doing hair
determined to try and make it
masks.
work, but I just have been really annoyed by it.
I think maybe some things just don't work for certain types of hair. Like, that would make
Yeah.
sense.
So true. Same thing with skin. I feel like
Yeah.
not everything is like gonna work for everyone. I just
Yeah.
wanted to make it work.
Well, it sucks when you like
Maybe I
get
could
a
try
new
their
product and
shampoo
you're like,
conditioner.
then what are you supposed to do with a product that you don't like after, you know?
know.
It's like you can't really donate those things as much.
No.
Do a giveaway, like your few times used thing. I don't
I'm
think
sure
that
people
works.
wouldn't mind, honestly.
True. Especially if they trust you or don't care. I feel like you just have to give it to friends.
Yeah.
Okay, should we dive into the topic?
Yes.
Okay, we got a request from somebody to do a Hills We Die On episode of just like random little things that people really care about, and we're going to comment on if we agree with them or not.
Did you guys come up with your own too?
No.
I'm like very curious to hear some of your guys's too.
I didn't really think about it, to be honest.
I think I'll think of my own while I'm doing this.
It did
Yeah.
trigger me to think of my own. That's why I wanted to do a few of ours too. But
Should we read the listeners first and then the Reddit ones?
Yeah.
Okay. The first one is Colleen Hoover books are absolute garbage and don't deserve all the hype.
I strongly disagree.
See, like these things are going to make me annoyed. This is my hill that I die on. If people enjoy something and like a big percentage of people enjoy it, then like why do people put so much energy into hating it? Like
Yeah,
Taylor
I
Swift,
agree.
I think I'm pretty sure I got someone saying that Taylor Swift's music is garbage or something. It's like,
Just don't
I don't
listen to
care.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just don't read the books. I
Simple
understand maybe if
solution.
you're like if they're trying to read all the Colleen Hoover books and they're like everybody is saying they're so amazing and they're shitty, but like
Yeah.
everybody has different preferences of things, so you can't just be like it's shitty. Clearly
I
not.
do
She's
I could
rich.
definitely see though, like the amount of hype and conversation on Colleen Hoover and that being annoying because like if you like go to Book Talk or whatever and you're looking at people's like book recommendations, guaranteed there's like one or two Colleen Hoover books in every single one. And if you don't like her as an author, you'd be like, okay, like when is this phase going to be over so that we can start talking about new books
Yeah.
kind of
But
thing.
these people need to understand that Colleen Hoover is entry level reading. Like, whenever people first start out reading, I recommend Colleen Hoover because you get into her story so quickly. It's very easy to digest and read. And then everybody always ends up liking them. Like, this is
Yeah.
how I got into reading, is by reading Colleen Hoover. And if there weren't Colleen
Really?
Hoover books, then I wouldn't be the reader that I am
I
today.
think for a
Thank you,
lot of
Colleen.
people, like for a lot of people that happened, especially like during COVID times and stuff, like
Yeah.
she was the gateway into getting people into reading, which is so cool.
Yeah, and then a lot of people don't really, I mean, if you kind of think of like levels to reading,
Yeah,
a lot
like
of people
remember
don't
those
really go
books when we were
past
little,
entry
how it would
level,
be like level one, level
Yeah.
two, level three. Yeah.
Yes.
That's kind of how I see books too. And I'm not really recommending books that are like hard to get into because
Yeah.
they're so intellectual and, it's like I just want to have fun when I'm reading. I'm not trying to like
Exactly.
read Demon Copperhead and shit.
What is Demon Copperhead?
Is that what
Isn't that the
Jackie
one that won
read?
the Pulitzer Prize? Claudia.
No idea.
Claudia got it, and she's like, if I'm going to read this book, I'm not reading it on my Kindle because I need everybody to know that I'm reading this book because it's like,
That's so funny.
That's really funny. Okay, somebody else said
there's a
friendships with
fly
the.
in here.
Okay. Does Willow catch flies?
No.
Oh, my dogs catch every fly. Friendships with the same sex you're interested in. One person would cross the line if given the chance. Not that someone always will, but I believe that the desire is there.
This is like
I
that
don't agree.
argument, can opposite sexes be best friends?
Yeah. So she's saying that her hill is like one person will always like the other person.
I think
It's
it's
like-
really how you like start out the friendship.
I also think it's like guys would have sex with almost anything. So of course, probably in like the back of their mind, they're thinking it maybe, but at the same time, it's like they wouldn't in a lot of senses.
I don't like this argument because I see the side of like, imagine if you were in a relationship, but then your best friend who is a guy, you're texting him all the time and telling him about all the things you're doing and not your partner or whatever.
That's weird.
But what about like gay friendships?
Well, she
It's
said
not
she
like-
specified though like the opposite sex, like
I
the,
guess,
the same
yeah.
sex that you're
opposite, she said
interested in.
the sex that you're attracted to, which I think
I
is
know, but if
weird.
you're attracted to girls, you still have a bunch of best girlfriends and you're not attracted to them. And just because you're best friends, you're not like, oh, I want a relationship.
Or having a gay guy best friend, you're not attracted to him usually because gay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that's sort of the thing that's like the friendships that do work are the exception, not the rule.
Yeah.
Like they can happen and they do happen, but they're not like as frequent as.
I think it also depends, like if it's like couples situations. Like a lot of my friends, like
Yeah,
I'm friends
that's
with
what
the
I
guy
was-
and their like girlfriend or wife or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if my best friend was a guy, it would be a different scenario if I also had a boyfriend.
For sure.
Like if then you're still going to your male best friend about all your problems and whatever and not your boyfriend, then that's kind of weird and that would make your boyfriend jealous, I think. But
Yeah.
I agree.
I feel like two of my like good guy friends and guys that I keep up with, like one hated me until like college, and then he was like in love with another girl, and I like was always dating other people, so like we've been able to be really good friends and stay
Why
friends.
did he hate you? How
It was
did you
probably
start being
obnoxious of
friends
him.
then?
Yeah. And then he's like, I feel like he actually got to know me, and I also probably grew up and was not so obnoxious anymore. And then the other one was my ex-boyfriend's roommate. And then we just like got along really well. And like we're always going out together because my ex-boyfriend never like went out. He didn't drink. And so I don't know, we've always just maintained friendship that way. And we've always kind of like dated other people, but then like still been really close.
With those type of people, though, when you're not both dating someone, like in the off chance that you're both single at the same time, then does it turn flirty? And then when you're in relationships, it isn't? Oh, okay.
No. We definitely like had, I don't know, I guess we like had kind of like a, I don't know. I feel like it's more like brother sister lovey than like just like when we'd get drunk, but like nothing ever was like sexual, you know?
Yeah. Like you're saying too, and you're helping them like set up like when they like another girl and you're kind of like the person that they go
Yeah.
to for girl advice. I think that's also different.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Somebody said,
But again, I think those are exceptions, not rules.
yeah, fully depends. Somebody said when burgers are too tall to fit nearly inside your mouth, screw $20 plus artisan burgers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
True.
McDonald's little tiny burgers all the way. Oh,
I
fuck.
thought that was a really funny one.
Obviously, we've got a lot of the Oxford comma, and
What are the-
I disagree.
What are the things on the Oxford comma?
The Oxford comma is when you put a comma
No,
like
I know. What are people saying yes to use it or no to use it?
that's a hill that they die on. Oxford comma. They just said, "Oh, the Oxford comma for sure." So I guess using it.
Oh, okay.
I disagree with using it because I learned in journalism school not to use it. So I'm obviously an educated writer, and I know
I want to ask my friend who's a journalist and see if she has the same thing. If like she
it's
was
in the
taught-
AP style book that you don't use it. The AP style book. Have you ever heard of it?
No, I don't know her. I was science and math. I like ignored everything from English.
Did you see
Wow.
the person that
Bitch.
commented
I know.
on her?
That's why that guy didn't like you.
Oh my god.
I mean, I fully wish that I paid attention now. Like all of those classes, like English presentations. There's a few other ones that I was like, wow, this would be so helpful to know now. But alas.
Did you see the girl? Wait, that
Someone
is
said-
on our Patreon that she works at Grammarly, and she was like, "I'll show you, Devin, how to change it so it doesn't pop up to use the Oxford comma."
Oh yeah,
That's so funny. What a cool
Yeah.
job! She just works at Grammarly.
that is cool. Someone said listening to an audiobook isn't the same as physically reading the book.
I agree and disagree,
I have to agree with
but like
that.
I think it counts as a book that you read.
Same. Me too. But it's not using the same
Yeah.
part of your brain as reading a book would.
I agree.
But I still think it's cool if people are audiobook listeners and like are still
You're getting the same
listening to books.
information.
It's not reading, but it's still listening. Yeah.
Oh wait, my friend said, "Were you taught not?" I said, "Were you taught not to use the Oxford comma in journalism school?" She said, "Yes." I want to say, "Do you still use it?" Oh, it's Associated Press style, like you said.
Yep. Okay, this one might be controversial, but I agree with her. A flat sheet is a must.
Agree.
Oh, I don't. I hate a flat sheet.
Oh my god, I could fight you.
No, I fucking hate that is a hill I will die on. It's so
So are you washing
unnecessary.
your duvet cover every week?
Yeah. And the base sheet. The reason why is because I move too much in my sleep that it just gets tangled up and it makes my feet hot and I just
you
like
seizing?
hate it. No, I'm just a fish. I
don't understand how
Dude.
if you move that
Did you
much.
see your bed when I left it?
Oh yeah, I thought that you
No,
threw everything on.
No,
I thought
that
you,
was
like,
me sleeping.
halfway started unmaking it or something.
Nope. And the fit, if there was a fitted sheet, I don't know if there was. It's probably like
There
at
was.
the
Moves
bottom
around
of
a
the
lot.
thing.
Well, now I know for next time.
You just move around.
What? Yeah. I flip probably like I would love to like have a recording. I probably flip over like no less than 20 times a night.
I mean, I do too, but my fitted sheet
That's
still
what I
stays on
think.
top of
Like
me
I'm
across
always
the whole
flipping. I
bed.
change sides. I lay on my back. I
No.
change left and right, and my fitted sheet is always up. And every single
Uh-huh.
morning,
I like move my comforter though. I'm very like I don't know. It doesn't work for me. I hate it.
That is like a deal breaker for me. If I was in a relationship, I could not be with someone who didn't use the fucking fitted sheet. My sister doesn't use it. I hate it.
Joe tried to keep a fitted sheet on just his side of the bed because he loves
just
the
on
fitted
his
sheet.
side,
And it would just get
like a twin.
Oh my god. He's a saint for dealing
Dude.
with that, I guess.
And then he just like gave up on it eventually. But it took, I think like we dated for 4 years before he
my
finally
gosh.
gave it up. Maybe like 3.5, yeah. And then he was
Poor
like,
thing.
okay.
Every
can't
single
deal with this
morning, I
anymore.
get up. My sheet's normal, and Cameron's is at the very bottom, like fully at the bottom. So every morning I have to pull it up and like re-put it in position, and I just don't understand how that happens. But I wash our comforter and the sheet every week, like the duvet cover and the flat sheet, because the dogs get the top dirty.
I hate doing the duvet
Me
cover.
too, but I
Yeah.
like a clean bed.
I pull the duvet up to my chin every night. So even if I did just use a flat sheet, I'd still want to wash the
Oh yeah, I do that too. Yeah.
duvet cover.
I do too. My sheet hygiene isn't that great. I don't wash it at anything as much as I
Really?
should.
I sleep so much better with a clean sheet.
I like it when it's got all my body oils and it's all like worn in. Like once I wash it, it like isn't as soft
Ew.
anymore.
Ew, I don't like that.
It dries it out a little bit or something.
Do you sweat in your sleep? Because I also sweat, I feel like, in my sleep. So that's why I feel like I like to wash it more. But apparently you like these bodily oils.
Every once in a while, but not.
If I'm sweating, I'm like cranking
Yeah.
the AC up.
Well, it's like my favorite day because I always, like when I self-tan, then the sheets get dirty and then I wash them that next day. And then that day when I'm like freshly tan with some fresh, clean sheets, that's the best day of the week. Usually freshly blown out hair.
That is good.
It's always great.
Yeah, I do like to time the like sheet washing with
Oh, I
the hair
didn't even
wash.
think about that for like just the
And
cleanliness of like your pillow and whatnot.
yeah,
I sleep on a blanket, my face on
yeah,
a
'cause
blanket. And like I rarely wash that blanket.
oh,
Interesting.
And then I'm like, well, I don't need to wash my pillowcases because I sleep on a blanket.
Are you like a boy? Do you do this like monthly? Oh my god, that is scary.
I feel like you should.
But
try
I live
bi-weekly.
alone. It's just me. Like,
For
Yeah,
sure.
even more reason why you should wash it for you.
I hate doing laundry, so
Do you wash your towels?
and I hate making my bed. Yeah. I wash my towels more than I wash my sheets.
That's crazy.
That is pretty
Wow.
crazy.
Let us know.
I
How
will have
often
to
you
say,
wash your
in
sheets.
freshman year of college, I didn't realize like how often you're supposed to wash your sheets. I think I probably went like 2 or 3 months like without washing them, and then I went to my friend's house and we brought all of our laundry, and her mom did it and was like talking about how often you should wash sheets, and I was like mortified that I like had waited 3 months.
I feel like that's normal in college.
Disgusting. Yeah. My ex-boyfriend had never done laundry though in college.
That is
And he got to college and he didn't realize you didn't have to put detergent, he didn't realize you needed detergent in the washing machine. So for like a month or two, he was just washing
water?
his clothes with water.
That's
Ew.
crazy. I didn't know my dad's washing machine. I did laundry at his house last time I was in Arizona. His had detergent in it or something, and I added more detergent, and then my clothes were like hella soapy. He was like, "Oh, there's already detergent in there." I was like, "What? Like, where is it?"
My dad like weighs it and then like weighs the clothes or whatever, senses like what it needs,
Yeah,
and
I
then like
guess so.
dispenses.
I didn't realize it
Imagine
was so
filling that
fancy.
up with the laundress laundry detergent.
Ooh.
Have you guys ever smelled that?
No, only in my mind.
It smells so fucking good. I think it made me itchy though, so I stopped using
That's
it.
what I was gonna say. Is it like good for sensitive skin? Because I always have to get like the sensitive
I don't think so.
detergent with. Oh, I think it doesn't have a scent actually.
But what I was gonna say is, have you guys ever stayed at Stay Pineapple?
Yes.
No.
You know how they do the 2 comforters on 1 king bed?
Yes.
It's like
that.
a Swedish way of sleeping or something.
Yeah.
I like that because then each person has their own little environment
nice.
on the bed.
Yeah,
I feel
cool.
like we would like that too, but I just don't like the aesthetic of it.
Of the hotel.
Well, then you just put like another blanket on top.
Oh. That's fair.
That would fix Joe's problem. He could have his own little sheet.
I know. Then he could have his own little like fitted sheet.
Yeah.
Top sheet.
Me and Cameron have this joke, like he's always just laying on whatever blanket I want. Like we have like couch blankets or on our bed or whatever, and he's just always on top of it whenever I want to use it. And I'm like, get up. Like you're just sitting on top of the blanket.
This might cause some heavy debate. Reclining on a plane is rude.
Oh, yeah, this is interesting. I didn't know that that was even a thing until recently, but I do not do that. And I think that it is kind
Me
of rude.
either.
I don't like when people do it to me.
But then you
I
just
think-
But then the
recline.
person...
I know. I think it is tough when somebody, especially like in United planes that are like super cramped, like if the person in front of you reclines, like I feel like I need to recline because I need to get like away.
Yeah, like if
Yeah.
everybody did it,
Thing.
it would
But like,
work.
yeah, but I'm more sensitive to it now because Joe's legs are like rammed into the back of the seat, and he's like, it's so painful whenever someone like reclines. But I did have a guy on one of my recent flights. He was just like tapping, fucking like touching and moving and like I was like, what the fuck? And after the 5th time, I turned around and I was like, excuse me, like could you please, avoid hitting my seat? Like, and he's like, oh my God, I didn't even realize. So for that, like there was like a lot of space between it, but he's like really tall. And so I was like, you know what? Like if he stops doing that, then I won't recline my seat because like I'll just help him out. I didn't need to recline my seat. Like it was a day flight, whatever. But
Yeah.
I was about to
I
lose
think-
my shit if he kept like fucking touching my seat. It was like a little kid, when they like
Yeah.
just like jab
They're
into
holding
your
onto
seat.
it and like standing.
Yeah. Or like their feet stick out and like touch it because like they're short.
If it's a long flight, I'm gonna recline my seat. Like I don't really give a shit. I'm trying to be comfortable and like sleep or whatever, and the person
Yeah.
behind me can recline too. But like for the short flights, like it's not necessary. Like you go back 2 inches or something. It's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have an opinion.
see, someone said Beyonce is overrated and should not be worshipped the way she is.
I think people take to
Why do you
extremes,
care?
like worshipping. Like, I don't think anyone is
Yeah.
actually out there like worshipping her as if she's a god. I mean,
I think
maybe.
that they are.
There probably are people that do that.
It's just so crazy to me, like the extremes. I just don't think of that as like real life. Like the really obsessed Swifties and stuff.
Pineapple belongs on pizza.
I agree.
Me too.
No, I don't like any form of
Joe is
pineapple.
the opposite.
Ever?
I saw
I love
something
pineapple,
say,
especially when it's
yeah, I
warm.
saw somebody say that pineapple on pizza is good only like if it's cooked with the pineapple in it, so it's warm rather than like some people put it cold on top, which I did not even know.
Oh yeah, no.
Who puts it cold on top? That's just barbaric.
It all sounds good.
One time, my cousin's ex-boyfriend like grilled barbecue for dinner, and it was like I was like, "Oh, this is really weird," but then I ate it, and it was so good.
Grilled barbecue.
Oh, that's really. I like that with
So-
like pork. With,
I mean,
like
grilled
glazed.
pineapple.
Yeah.
like with barbecue sauce.
Yeah, with like meat.
That's very
Yeah.
Hawaiian, I feel like.
It's very good.
Yeah.
One that I have that kind of goes with like public stuff is like you shouldn't be talking on the phone on speaker in
Yes.
public. And same thing with FaceTiming. Like, unless you have headphones in, don't FaceTime and like talk loudly in public. Like, I just don't understand that.
And you know what annoys me too is like on a plane, if a kid has like their game loud or something, it's like, why is this parent not turning off the sound of this child's game?
No,
That's
that's absurd. Yeah.
Or like when you're on a plane and kids have those like freaking light moving iPad cases and shit.
Wait, I don't think I've seen those. That
It's
is
insane.
really goofy. I think talking on the phone on the plane should be banned as well. Like the people that enter the plane just like yapping and everything. I'm like,
for sure.
Can you not? Like,
remember when Bluetooth was
so
like
disruptive.
first a thing, and it was like weird to see people like just walking and talking, and you wouldn't know that they were like on the phone.
Yes.
But now it's so normal.
Oh yeah, that is funny. Yeah.
And
I also think that your and you are like you apostrophe re needs to be mastered by like elementary school. The people that are still like adults that are not using it correctly, I'm like,
unless you're like dyslexic,
how are you like? How did you get this far in life?
Otherwise, that's crazy. Like,
what?
Like if you're dyslexic, then I understand. But otherwise,
I don't think so.
My dyslexic,
those things just feel like common sense.
Dyslexic, like you just
like they just can't. Like their brain just does not work in the way where they know like how to spell things and how things like it doesn't compute.
When I get like emails from people that are like that do it wrong, I'm just like
a red flag.
How did you send this?
Yeah, because like when I say it in my head, I feel like I'm saying them differently.
Yeah,
like
me too.
Or like when I say I'm going to, like I'm saying the two O's. I'm not just saying two.
That's true.
Yeah. I do kind of have more understanding of like the two and the two because sometimes I'm like just I like quickly do that one. But like I get embarrassed when I like realize that I did it wrong. You know what I mean? Like I try my best to never do it, but like sometimes I have made mistakes with that one. Just because I'm like thinking too quickly or typing too quickly. But
how do you guys feel about the people who do that on purpose, like on their videos or something, to like get engagement of people commenting and being like, that's the wrong yarn?
Do what works for you.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of dumb.
It's not as annoying as people who like bake things that are really fucking stupid.
True.
And don't give you the end result until like they don't even show the end result or whatever. Have you guys seen those TikToks?
No.
Where they're like, we're gonna make this fucking pie with all this. They're like putting a bunch of shit in, like, oh my god, it's gonna be so good. I can't wait till the end, and then they never actually show it, and that's just like what they do.
Yeah, or like the Facebook ones, sometimes I get caught in where they're just like stirring something and like you keep thinking it's gonna show like the end result, or they're like opening a package or something, and like the whole point of it is to never show the end. Like it just continues and continues and continues.
It's like those girls that do that like weird fruit thing.
I think that's like sexual, maybe.
Oh, the hydration fruit.
Yeah, but they like I think it's a bit now, isn't it? It's not like a real thing.
I don't know. These all seem like fetishy in a way.
I don't know that it's fetishy. I just think that they've like realized like how much people get up in arms about it, and then they're like, well, let's just keep doing this.
Yeah.
And then they come up with like stupid stories. I don't know. Anytime I see people pouring stuff into a fruit bowl, I'm like, skip. I'm like, on to the next video.
Yeah.
I just don't care.
How do you guys pronounce the candy that's chocolate and peanut butter?
Reese's.
I want a Reese's. I don't even honestly. I hear this argument so much that I don't even know how much I would or how I originally said it.
It's technically Reese's because the guy's name is Reese, so it would be like using the apostrophe of like Reese's candy. But people say Reese's Pieces. But so
yeah,
that's what somebody said, that the pronunciation is wrong, and they get really mad when people say Reese's.
That's funny. I also, another hill I have is that if you call and don't text me, like, I'm probably not calling you back.
Straight up.
Yeah,
you need to tell me why you called me, and I'll call you back, like, immediately. But if you don't, then chances are very low that I'm calling you back.
1,000%. Also, I forget, like, if you don't then send a text, because obviously I was busy and didn't answer for a reason.
Yeah.
I kind of hate when people correct other people when they say something wrong. though. Like, that's kind of a pet peeve of mine because it makes me feel stupid when people do that to me. And sometimes I just don't fucking care. Like, I say anyways. And I think someone on here said it. No, I think it was something different. But I hear Chelsea Handler say this all the time. It's anyway, not anyways. And I say anyways. And I feel like depending on what part of the world you're from, people say things differently.
I didn't know that, and I definitely say
That
anyways.
one, my guy friend in
Yeah.
college told me, he was like, "You sound so stupid when you say that." And I was like,
Anyway.
"Okay, I'll never say it
Why?
again."
Anyway.
So then I just don't. So I say anyway now because I'm like, okay, I guess I'll not do that.
Interesting. That's what somebody said. Couldn't care less. Versus like a lot of
Someone did
people
that
say
on mine,
could
too.
care less.
I could care less. I
But
say
it's
that
supposed
too.
to be like I couldn't care
I could
less.
care less.
Then you're saying like
I
there
could care
is
less,
more
yeah.
that you could.
I think it does make sense when I was like reading it. I was like, oh, couldn't makes more sense.
I couldn't. It's just extra. I feel like a lot of times we try to make things shorter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Fruit belongs in salads.
Duh.
I've never had a salad with
I
a
knew
fruit.
that you would be.
Never.
What?
I've never once eaten a
I
salad
think
with
it's
fruit.
so fucking good.
Like what? Like strawberries?
Like cucumber or
to me, cucumber is a vegetable.
Or...
Yeah, cucumber is a vegetable.
It has seeds.
That's true.
Fucking fly.
I hate
Hear
tomato.
that fly.
I love cucumber. I
Okay,
definitely eat salad with
strawberry.
cucumber.
Or like a strawberry, blueberry, walnut, goat cheese, avocado.
Oh, yes.
With it.
Or watermelon.
Oh, I haven't had like a watermelon salad in forever.
Tasty with some basil.
Mmm. And some goat cheese or feta.
Rigliato. That's reminding me of that TikTok sound.
Oh,
That TikTok sound when they're talking about the drink.
Oh, yeah.
Spagliato.
Yeah, whatever.
Apparently she got like really pissed off that people like that sound went viral. And she's
Really?
like,
'Cause she's probably
people don't take me
embarrassed.
seriously.
Yeah.
No, she's like, people don't take my acting seriously. Like that's the thing that I went viral for. And like,
Well,
What drink were they making again?
a Negroni.
it's a Negroni with prosecco is a spagliato.
Oh, okay.
So that's like how it came.
I did hear somebody talking about like debating, like you know how you can't use like copyright music or something, and like other people own music, but like how there's so many sounds now that are going viral, and then it's like people are making music remixes at EDC or like the Negroni thing, and it's like, can you copyright sounds like that? Like, should people?
Man in Finance though, she like is releasing it, so I think now that she's gonna get like royalties and like licensing shit for it.
Yeah, I feel like she should.
But even like that Emma Stone one.
Which one?
That everybody's get up here.
Let's dance.
Oh, was that from La La Land?
No, she said it when she was announcing an award or something. I don't know. Some random thing.
That's so funny. I didn't realize it was from that.
Yeah. 2 people said that summer is overrated.
The fuck?
I don't agree. I love summer. I live for summer.
I wonder where they live because like I agree. I loved summer obviously when I was in school and we had summer off.
Yeah.
That was like the most amazing time ever. I think maybe as adults now we kind of hold on to that. Like, oh, summer. It's when everybody's school's out and the teachers are off. That's when everybody travels because school is out. But like when you're not, life doesn't revolve around school like that, then yeah, like why the fuck? Who cares?
I wonder when you have
I would
kids,
definitely rather travel.
Like then when your kids are in school, if that is a difference. Because mostly I hear parents complain about summer when they have kids of like, I gotta be home with them all day.
I feel that.
I love summer.
I also think that little dogs need the same expectations as big dogs when it comes to like training and being behaved in public and like in life.
Socializing.
Like no one wants your little dog yipping and jumping on you like if you don't know them and you're like walking in the door.
That's very true.
Too many are just like, oh, sorry. And then they like pick it up and then they don't ever do
My brother's dachshund literally barks at absolutely everything, at every person, and now he's blind because he's like 15 or maybe even 16 almost. And he like literally like until like if I walk in the room, he'll bark at me until he like smells my hand, and then he's like, "Oh, it's you." But for literally everything, like if he's in the car and there's people on the crosswalk, he just barks, and he's done that his whole life. We're like, dude, you gotta train him just because he's a little doggy, and you can just pick him up.
The barking like that is really hard to train.
Yeah, no, it really is. I can't get my fucking dogs to stop barking like every time somebody comes to the door.
I know. I've tried so many different things to get Willow to stop barking at the door.
Same.
Yeah.
It's hard.
I wish I understood that though, like when Rosie was a puppy kid, I feel like we had that like windowsill, like big window, and she would just sit there. And a lot of times she would just like chill and like look out, but then she started a barking thing where she'd be like, and now like she does it here, and she like does it in our backyard. And it's just like,
it's hard though too when you want them to bark. Like I do want them to alert me if somebody was coming into my house, but I wish I could tell them like, that's Amazon, it's okay. It's not someone breaking in. That'd be cool if you could train them to like recognize delivery trucks versus like other random people. I'm sure you probably could.
She can hear a delivery truck. She's like, "Oh, UPS is coming. I gotta go bark."
I know, and it's like usually something for them. I'm like, are you not happy about this?
Yeah. You like when I bring the package inside and I'm opening it.
Exactly. But then it's so funny because it's like as soon as the person actually walks into the house, then they're like, "Oh, I love you." But like if they're outside, then it's like, "You're crazy, you're horrible." It's really funny.
One that I saw a lot was the Miracle Whip and mayonnaise are not the same thing.
I saw that a lot as well.
I've never tried Miracle Whip, so
my dad loves.
I definitely agree with it,
and it's not the same thing. It is gross.
I don't think it's the same.
What's the taste difference? Is it like sweeter or
kind of? It's a little sweeter. I feel like there's probably more added sugar.
Yeah.
And if it's whipped, you know, when things just get whipped, it's like sweeter. If it's Miracle Whip, it's probably more whipped or something.
Probably. Because I don't really understand. Because isn't mayonnaise like eggs? What is mayonnaise?
Yeah.
Interesting. Somebody said that the parents from The Parent Trap are way worse than the parents from Home Alone. Which I thought was so funny.
Oh my god,
so true.
So I'm vlogging today, and I was talking to my vlog about how I'm dressed like Chessie. And I went into a whole rant about how stupid that premise actually is. Like, if you had a fucking 2 kids and you decided, oh, well, we're going to get divorced, so you take one and I'll take one, and we will never fucking see each other ever fucking again. Like, what? Yeah,
that's
right.
Crazy.
That is
kind of and, like, I don't think that just, like, the country would allow that.
I don't think so either.
Like, they would have to go to court and whatnot. Like if a parent takes one of your kids out of the country, that's like very illegal. They have to like fully decide upon all of that. Otherwise, it's like kidnapping. Which is so like, were they just in the hospital? Like, each other. Okay, you take this one. And how did they pick which one?
I know. They're like, oh, they're both the same, so it doesn't really matter.
Literally, they look exactly alike. I'm sure the personalities will be close.
Yeah. God, so dumb. Oh my god.
Somebody said macaroons are not macarons. One has coconut and one is a sandwich cookie, which I definitely call macarons. Macaroons. I am one of those people. Like, it's a fully different
I gotta
dessert.
say, I really don't know the difference. Like, I know there is a difference, but I don't know how to pronounce each one.
Like the one that people think of as a macaron. Like the cookie with the thing in the
and
middle.
A macaroon is the...
It's like a little coconut thing that looks fully different.
I hate when I get like what is in America called a chocolate croissant, and then like people from Europe are like, that's not a croissant, that's a...
Oh yeah, they have like those
chocolate
different...
or something.
Yeah.
Because that's what they call it.
Like, okay, well, on the package it literally says croissant, so I'm gonna call it a croissant.
That's really funny.
Did you see the people who did the cookie dough on top of a croissant?
Yes.
It's like a thing on TikTok.
God, that looks so good.
Really good. Maybe I want to try.
It'd be so rich.
It would be.
I love watching croissants being made on TikTok.
Oh, I've never
It's
seen
just so
that.
satisfying. They like, because with croissants, you have to like fold the butter, like you have to like fold it, roll it out to get all the layers. And then like when they bake it and like it actually gets all those like flaky little layers. I'm
That's
like,
so
wow, this is
cool.
so satisfying.
I want to get into baking more. Like, it
I
would be
really
so
want to
fun
learn
to
how to
make
do
things
it.
like that, like fancier things.
I know. That's like next level for Joe. I'm like, can we work on the
Step up your baking
can we
game,
work on
babe.
some croissants? I really also liked this one that I saw was stop saying 6 a.m. in the morning because a.m. implies in the morning. I like
Yeah, I
that.
don't know if I would say that. 6 a.m. in the
I
morning.
definitely said it.
6 in the morning. Yeah, I don't say that.
Mm-mm.
Watching the movie before reading the book is better.
That's interesting. I think it depends.
Yeah, I think both are two specifically different experiences, and
Yeah.
Somebody asked me
I think
actually
that
about Bridgerton. Because
is it a book?
yes, there's like there's like 10 plus books apparently. But I'm like,
why are they not trending?
apparently it's old. Apparently, like, I got so many messages that were like, I read these books 10 years ago, girly, like, where were you? But somebody asked me.
That is my pet peeve. I fucking hate when people do that.
Yeah.
Like, what? Like, when people are like, how did you not know this?
Yeah.
Like, I just saw this video where some girl's fridge shelf broke because it was cold, and then she put it on hot water, so apparently that
shattered.
makes glass break.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And people in the comments were like, how did you not know that would shatter? Well, bitch, what the fuck? I didn't
know that until I had
because
to
that's
shatter.
common sense to you.
Everything is so
Yeah.
temperamental though, because I swear to God, like I'll put the like hot sugar, like, you know, simple syrup, like right out of the thing in a glass container and put it in the fridge and it doesn't break. Like,
Yeah.
there's no like scientific like thing of what is going to actually break. I'm sure there is a scientific thing, but like for common people, like,
no, because I had that happen one
there's
time with
no
like
rhyme or
espresso,
reason.
like straight from the Nespresso into a mason jar, and then the bottom of the mason jar broke
Yeah.
off. But like otherwise, I do that almost every day, and it's totally fine.
I know that, but that's so weird
I don't
to like,
know.
why did that happen that one time?
I don't know.
Yeah, I just hate when people are mean.
I really like this.
Wait, let me finish what I was saying about the Bridgerton book.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So this
Bridgerton.
girl was asking me like what I think now that I saw the show and I'm starting the book, like what if she should watch the show or read the books first. And for that, I'm almost like maybe watch the show first because the book has a lot more detail about like their feelings, and it's really cool to see like what they were thinking and whatnot. But it doesn't do a great job describing like the outfits or the set or like their houses and things like that. So I like that I saw it already because I can picture the world while getting more into their minds. But it's really not describing like what it all looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually really like starting a series or starting a movie and like using that as a hook to get into the books. Like you don't necessarily finish it. You have no idea what's going on because I don't really like reading a book and knowing the ending. Mm-hmm. So I like getting hooked from the series. And
then you can like picture the people
movie.
And that's fun.
Yes. And then I finish the book and then I watch the rest of the movie or the series.
Yeah.
I like reading the book and enjoying it, and then a little while later the movie or series comes out and it reminds you how much you love the book, and then you get to see how everything looks, and then you read the book again so that you can get even more information based on what you already love.
It is true either way. You gotta repeat the other one. Like I'm definitely gonna rewatch Bridgerton after I read the book again, for sure. Like you have to repeat whichever one you did first.
Yeah.
Unless it's that one with that
if
was
you really
the really
like
shitty movie.
Yeah.
One True Loves.
Oh,
did not rewatch that.
Everything. It ruined my life, honestly.
It's so funny.
Get another book. I really like this one. The rebranding of pleather as vegan leather is one of the greatest scams of the past decade.
That's funny.
That is true.
I don't understand. Like, so leather is made like from a cow.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild. I don't think I have real leather or anything.
I also don't think it's okay. I think that there's like a way in which like they can do it sustainably. Because you're gonna kill a cow to make steak.
Yeah,
what
and
do
then
you
you
do when
discard of
it's
it.
you're just throwing it away?
Yeah, you got to use all
I
the
would love to get
parts.
leather from those people. That thing.
Well, that's
you
always
know?
what I think. It's like our brother and sister, and my brother and sister-in-law, I guess. They are like raising chickens to kill and eat the meat. And people have like opinions on that and think of it as so bad. But I feel like if you're eating meat, then you can't really say shit about it. Like if you're
I
eating
know.
meat another way. So the same thing with leather. If like I'm eating cow, but I'm like, fuck everybody who uses real leather,
Yeah.
that doesn't really make sense. I feel like you have to be like fully vegan to really hold your stance.
I think maybe it's like the separation between I just buy the dead chicken at the store already, but like they're going to actually be killing the chicken. That's
Well, for sure, but it's
how
the
can you do that?
separation of like that's kind of what's bad. It's like because we have the separation, that's what makes it okay. If I were to actually have to go kill my own chickens, I don't know if I would be able to. Probably not.
I
And I
do
think
like
that's what
knowing
makes
that
you
they're like
mad.
happy. Like think about they're gonna be such great like they're gonna be such great meat versus
For
like
sure.
the chickens that are crammed together. Like that always makes me so
This is
sad.
making me want a rotisserie chicken.
It's doing the opposite to me.
But I do wonder if there is like such I'm sure there is like sustainable leather. Like
Yeah, maybe.
if there's farms or something that specialize in like using the whole cow because I'm sure there's a lot of like meat farms that are just throwing it away.
I don't even like a rotisserie chicken. Like I can't pull that apart myself. Like I make Cameron pull apart rotisserie chicken. Like that to me is too much of a together bird where I'm like, ew, it's real.
That's really funny.
Don't like.
It's funny.
Somebody said you're not the only person in the grocery store, lady. Move your cart to the side in anticipation of others trying to get by. It's not predicting the future, and you really need to work on your spatial awareness. I agree.
I hate
Fair.
that.
Yeah.
When people are in an aisle and they're like talking,
Especially
with
in
the other
Trader
person they're
Joe's.
with.
Like Trader Joe's is madness, and you need to be moved to the sides and move
Yes.
quickly. Honestly, like you can't just stay there.
Going to Trader Joe's reminds me how many people don't have a typical 9-to-5 job. Because no matter what fucking time in the day of the week I go, it's so crowded.
It's always so funny when you're
just like,
out
what are all
yourself
these
and you're
people
like,
doing?
does nobody work? It's like you're not working.
I know.
I get like
Yeah.
really stressed out in Trader Joe's. Granted, the last time I went, I only had like a few minutes to like get the stuff I needed before I had like a call. But I don't know. It's like such a stressful environment, but they have so many good things there.
Do you get more stressed in a Trader Joe's or at Costco?
Costco.
Oh, I don't get really stressed at Costco. I feel like people are like lollygagging there.
They are probably.
I have like a PTSD reaction when I'm in Costco for some reason. Like I
Did something
get
happen?
panicky in there. I've had panic attacks in there, like just randomly. Like I feel like I can't breathe. I don't feel good. Just I don't know why.
Cameron's had
just
multiple
the
panic attacks at a
environment.
Costco, and I'm like, come on, I have to just
Really?
hold his hand and like carry him along.
I think I just have such good memories of like Sam's Club and Costco because we would go all the time with my parents and we would just like have the best
Get
time. We'd like fuck
samples.
around in the aisles and get the samples and just like
Yeah.
it was like a playground, honestly. I'm sure everyone hated us there because it was me and my sisters just like running around, like pushing the cart, jumping on it, like
Probably.
Yeah.
giving each other rides. Because they had those like flat carts at one point, you know?
Yeah.
Where you like sit
Love
on them.
that. Like at a Lowe's or Home Depot.
Yeah. We also had a good time fucking around in like Home Depot and Lowe's. My dad like would go weekly and we would just go and like make up games, like hide and seek, like in the like wood aisle.
Or like go look at all the cabinets and pretend.
Yeah.
This is
I loved the doors, the door section. Like I would always pretend to like open and close the doors and be like, hi.
Go through a magical door.
Yeah. Literally.
If you go through this door, you're in a new parallel universe.
Somebody said Apple is a fashion company, not a technology company. Their products are not worth the price you pay, but their marketing department is top notch and has convinced everyone otherwise.
I feel that way about the headphones.
Yeah, I agree. But I do think that their computers and their phones are superior.
I think they've just like cornered the market in a way. Like people don't switch. Once you have an iPhone, you're not like switching to a Droid.
But there also is like this, the way that it's branded, it's like, oh, you're a loser if you have a droid.
Mm-hmm.
And why would you switch? That's like a downgrade, you know, like why would you go from an iPhone to, oh, you have a droid?
Did you guys grow up? Like, I grew up with like Windows computers, not Macs. So in my family, it was always like
Yeah.
my parents would be like, I don't know how to use a Mac. Like, a Mac is very different
Yeah.
of the like just the way you use it and whatnot. But now that I feel like I have Mac everything, it would be the opposite, where I would just be like when I go on my dad's phone, I'm like, I don't know how to fucking use this. I don't know how to get to the home screen even.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I feel like
agree.
Apple is so simple to use. It's very like straightforward, and there's not a bunch of extra bullshit.
Yeah.
The way that
Yeah.
like,
But people who have
Well,
droids say the
there-
opposite. Like, it's like whatever you have and
Yeah.
are comfortable with, that's what you think is the best.
I also think that there was like a period of time where you like had to get a lot of programs for like Windows computers. I don't know if they were like if they were like compatible with Mac at the time. I
Like
never had
Word
Mac,
and
so I didn't
Excel
really
and
know.
everything.
Not even just that, but I feel like there's other shit that you like bought a program for. And
yeah,
then,
totally.
like, it was like on your
Also,
computer.
the virus threat all the time
Yes.
with Windows. With a Mac, you literally can't get a virus. Like, I don't.
Oh my god, guys, I've been getting emails every day from like Chinese dating sites and eHarmony and stuff, like as if somebody used my email and signed up for like hella dating sites. And I told Cameron, I was like, in case you see anything, like I did not sign up for any of these dating sites. But like every morning I wake up to like multiple emails and I don't want to like click any buttons on it to be like, this isn't my account, because I feel like it's a scam.
You could probably just block them.
Yeah, let me just block them. I don't know. It's very funny.
That is goofy.
It could just be like spam got your email from Instagram or something.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, that email's just my name, so it's not very difficult to hack.
Another one Joe and I have is like, if you're hot, put the fucking AC on, and if you're cold, put the heat on. But like, you can easily save the money that you would need to. Like, it's maybe like $50 more a month to use one of those things. Like, just use it. Be comfortable.
I agree.
Like, there's people that are like, oh, we won't put the AC on until after blah, blah, blah. Or like, the temperature has to be X before we put the AC on. I remember one of my friend's parents did that, and I was like, I'm fucking dying in here. It's too hot. Like, why can't we put the AC on?
1,000%.
In the fall and spring, I will literally go back and forth between heating, okay, now AC, like in the same fucking day.
Same.
100%.
But I grew up with my mom being like, the AC can't go below 78. And then, like, I would have to, at night for bedtime, I would have to go and sneak it down and be like, I'm literally dying. Like, I need it to be cold in here.
Yeah.
I feel that. That's why I'm kind of like not liking the new AC that we just got, because it basically feels like when the AC is on, it's too cold, and then when the heater's on, it's too hot. Like, there's no in between. So I'm literally switching it back and forth like 30 times a day, which is probably not good for it.
Our like AC in our house, for some reason, like I guess like the way our house is faced or something, like it holds really well throughout the day. Like our AC is off throughout the day, unless it's like a rare like hot day. But then even still, like our house is kind of cold, and then at night we just turn it on at like 8 or 9, and then it turns off at like 7 in the morning.
That's nice. Maybe I just need to leave it off more. Maybe that would be
better. Well, do you have the auto setting? Like, so it's like just setting your temperature versus like you turn on the AC. Maybe your like your thermostat you just have to keep up like higher. Maybe. Like if you might think that like 69 is like the ideal temperature, but for your house it might actually be like 73 or 4.
That's why I think it's different than our old one. Like maybe it wasn't knowing
the old one you have to crank it down to like 50.
Yeah, that's probably the difference. This one doesn't need all the work.
75 is good.
Yeah, that makes sense. Somebody said Shrek 2 is the perfect sequel.
I love the Shrek
Me
movie.
too. I was trying to think of like other sequels that I love. I feel like Toy Story, the second one, is really good.
Yeah.
I feel like I was like traumatized by Toy Story. I need to try it again, but like it was too scary at the time that I watched it.
Like
because
Sid?
you're a kid?
I think so.
The part when they come out from under the bed, that part is scary. All the like...
Yeah. I was like very scared of under my bed growing up.
Honestly, I just want those movies without the climax part. Like, I just want to see toys having
Just playing.
connections and being friends. And yeah, I don't need all that extra.
You don't need
Oh
conflict.
no, scary. Yeah.
That's funny.
It's like this part is not necessary to carry the story along. Like, let's just all have a chill experience.
That's true.
But no.
Can you think of other sequels though that you guys love?
I think the Twilight sequels
Ooh,
got better production wise every time.
that's a great one. Same
I
with
love
Harry
the
Potter,
Princess
I guess.
Diaries sequel.
The Royal Engagement, loved it.
Love.
So good.
Love.
That's so true.
Chandra-
I could like watch those forever. I wish there was more
That is a great one.
Princess Diaries.
I think they're supposed to be working on one.
Yeah, I
Really?
think so.
Is
With
it with
Julie
Anne
Andrews.
Hathaway's daughter or something?
No, I think it's
Anne
with
Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway.
Is she like what's her name?
Julie Andrews.
Yeah. Like, is she kind of like the queen now?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I don't recall.
I love Julie Andrews. She's just so beautiful and perfect.
I know.
I love her too.
Did you guys see for the Legally Blonde new movie that they're making? Like, I don't understand it because it's a prequel of like when Elle Woods was in high school. So I don't understand like who's playing her. Is Reese gonna play her and act like she's in high school? Is it gonna be her daughter? I wonder how that will work.
Huh.
Because it seemed like Reese Witherspoon
I think
is
she's
working
just
on
going to be
it.
a producer.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I think it's going to be like how the Carrie Diaries was.
Oh, I loved the Carrie Diaries.
Do you think that they'll cast like Elle Fanning or like
I don't know. I
Another
feel like that would be
blonde.
smart.
I feel like she's too old.
she
But
could
yeah.
probably play younger?
Yeah, she's a baby face. Harry Potter, all the sequels are good. The third one's the best. That's a hill I
Agree.
die on.
I agree.
I don't know any other sequels.
I think Princess Diaries was a great example. Somebody said that buying the expensive toilet paper is the only choice. I'd rather live off ramen than buy cheap toilet paper. I agree.
I agree.
We usually just get like the Costco toilet paper typically. And that's
But you
pretty
know
good.
what toilet paper I really don't like is when it's like too soft and it like just kind of like crumbles.
I've never
Ew.
experienced that.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I think my nanny used to have that type of toilet paper or something.
Yeah,
Maybe it's a older thing.
maybe. I understand if you need it, but like that would not, it didn't work for me. It was like constantly getting like toilet paper on me. And I was like,
It's like those paper towels that don't really have bridges and stuff too. Like, have you seen those paper towels that are really soft?
Mhm.
My nanny had
No.
those because they were blue and she loved blue. So she got the blue paper towels, but they were like,
aren't those for like working on your car or something?
it kind of feels like that. I
Yeah.
don't know.
There's
That's really
I think
cute.
they have a very specific purpose. Like you're not meant to use those like blue paper towels. Purpose. Yeah, I think they are for cars.
Well, she used them in the kitchen.
We should probably just do a couple more because we have 20 minutes on top of this.
Yeah.
Oh.
I went through all the good. Oh, is hot dog a sandwich?
No,
No,
it's a hot dog.
I agree. Oh my God. Going back to like how I get annoyed when people assume that you should have known this.
Yeah.
I just saw Samantha Joe posted that she had never tried a grilled hot dog before. She didn't know that that was a thing that you do.
Like only boiled?
Grill a hot dog. Yes.
Ew,
That's
there's
pretty
such a
crazy.
difference.
Yeah. And everybody in the comments is like, what?
That's just the way you
How did
grow
you
up.
not
Like,
know?
if your parents boil
Yeah.
your hot dogs, then you're gonna think that they're
Exactly.
boiled.
Yep. I know.
Or
So it
maybe like
annoys me
really
when people are like,
backyard barbecue things. You know, like if your parents didn't really grill a lot, like
You know what I think is
They're
so gross?
probably
When
not.
people eat like cold hot dogs, like straight out of the fridge.
she said she does that too.
I just don't really like hot dogs. I'll eat like a bratwurst, but I'm not very into hot dogs.
Like at a baseball game, I love a hot dog. At like a Memorial Day, 4th of July, I love a hot dog.
Ketchup, mustard.
I used to like a drunk hot dog at like Michigan
Yeah.
games.
That's also
What's
good.
that?
Like after a night out, like the stands, you mean?
Oh.
No,
I thought
but
that
like
was like
the,
way that you made the hot dog.
But like at the Michigan game, like at football games,
like at a
we'd like
game.
tailgate all morning and then like be drunk, and then like at halftime I would like go get a hot dog.
In Arizona, there's like a lot of hot dog carts like outside of the bars where they make like s'more dogs.
Yeah.
And
That's
things
so
like that.
fun.
It's so fun. Like
We did not have that.
yeah, like pull up, get a quesadilla, get a hot dog. It's the best.
We had like a handful of like bars and like not bars, but there was like a pizza window, so people would go there. And then there was like another pizza place that did like they did. Have you guys been to those restaurants where it's like the pizza's out and they cut it and then they like put it back in the oven and like heat it up for you?
Yeah, we have one like that. It's so
yummy.
good.
Oh, so good. They had like the best ranch.
Love that. So good.
I don't know what I'm gonna have for lunch.
I'm gonna go grocery shopping, I think. You know what's like? We went to Jimmy John's the other day, and for both of us, with one drink, 2 chips, 2 sandwiches, it was literally $50. And like
What?
picking it up, like that
no.
is so crazy.
No. I'm like boycotting Jimmy John's. It makes me like shit my pants, but then also like it's just not enough meat. It's not enough like it's not quality.
Yeah, they have been like not doing
I
a
love
great
Jimmy
job
John's.
as much
I
anymore.
used to really like Jimmy John's because it was just like so fast, but
Freaky
I think
fast.
Jersey Mike's is the new Jimmy John's.
There's not a Jersey Mike's as close to me anymore, and then also they have a thing with Jersey Mike's. If you order it online, it takes exponentially longer than if you were to just go in the store and wait. Maybe just at my Jersey Mike's, but like it's horrible. Like you'll wait inside the store to pick it up for like an hour.
I think you could just like order it. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I wonder if I have a Jersey Mike's near me.
But then we went out to eat the other day. Like happy hour is going to be our new thing to save money because like happy hour is amazing. And we like just get like 4 things and split it. And it was
Happy hour
like
is
$40. We were like, this is literally cheaper than our Jimmy John's.
Yeah.
Crazy. Okay, well, thank you for submitting these. These were very fun to read. Hope you enjoyed. Let us know your agreeances or disagreeances in the... We'll put it... If you're listening on Spotify, you can answer.
Why did you not say, let us know if you agree or disagree?
I don't know. It just came out that way.
Also, I think GIF is a terrible pronunciation. I say GIF.
I say GIF.
I say GIF. Ew, Maggie.
I know. The creator says it's
I don't know how I
GIF.
feel about that.
I don't care.
I don't care either. It's GIF.
Once again, I
will
think
give
it's...
him a fucking swirly in the toilet.
I think it's just one of those things of like however you originally said it, then you still say it. Like I can't change it after
But it's spelled
14
GIF.
years. It is. that's the true fact.
Yeah, I don't understand how it got like rebranded as GIF.
I don't know.
It's just because the creator was like, wait, I say GIF. And we were all like, but you spelt it GIF. And he's like, well, I created it, so I get to pick. And then we all said, no, you're wrong.
Yeah, incorrect.
That's so funny. Okay, and comment on our YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, let us know your thoughts. We're going to go continue this conversation on our Patreon, so make sure you go subscribe, become a member. It's super fun. We do bonus Q&As for our members every month, and we do bonus episodes every single week where we get to talk about more things and things that we can't share publicly on our regular episodes. So we'll see you next week. Make sure you follow our TikTok and our Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube, leave us a rate and review wherever you listen to podcasts. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.